Hi, welcome to the 2021 Economic Depression and Preparation Channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Tony. Today is June 9th, 2021, and a lot is going on, and there's mixed messages from our economy as a perceived reopening is allowing many people to travel now and to gather together with family and friends, if they're vaccinated, supposedly, allegedly. But this economy is still on its training wheels as the Federal Reserve Bank continues to pump more money, and President Biden's infrastructure bill is teetering in the balance between the House and the Senate, respectively. So we're going to get into two topics mainly today, really quick. We're going to talk about the Dow Jones in general. Inflation is still surging, and we're going to talk about the U.S. trade deficit that narrows slightly, but is still very high on the list here. So today, the Dow Jones slips are still down today as it closed today, and AMC stocks got slammed. Along with Microsoft went up, but there's gains in Nasdaq, but the S&P 500 struggles. And we live in a time where the stock market has been just slammed with bad news all around. We have the Dow Jones is struggling to reach its record highs. We have stocks like AMC and GameStop and other stocks are going up. And who's actually going to the movies? Who's actually doing these things during this pandemic time and during this joblessness time? And so we have about 35 million Americans still unemployed or underemployed in America. And so we're living in this fairyland Disney World economy, and it's not going to last so much longer because inflation is surging. The consumer price index rose sharply again in May to push the yearly inflation to 5%. We're at 5% now. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen nothing yet. We're going to be at, before the year end, we got 6 more months left in this year. We're going to be at 11% inflation. And that's why it's so important to get the goods and services that you need right now in the next few months and to pay down some of your debt because on your credit cards, because this is going to be absolutely brutal for the average American. Inflation climbs to a 13-year high, according to the PCE index. The source, the Commerce Department via the St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank. Listen, we're at 5%. The good news, according to the media, is that inflation is certain to subside soon. The big question is how much, but we will not get relief in food, gas, utilities, and everyday goods and services that we need. As a matter of fact, even if you want to take a vacation to get away from your kids and other people, you're going to pay more for a ticket. Look at the prices of tickets this summer on all the airlines. Even Southwest is went up, despite their $48 sale emails that they sent out one way. Every airline has went up. They're making up this revenue for vacation rentals. Cruise lines has went up. You name it. Food, gas, utilities. How is the average American going to be able to keep up with this when we haven't got any real wage increases? We haven't got any new job creations for those new college graduates that are just coming out this month, whether it's graduate school, professional school. Where are they going to find jobs? Even in the STEM fields that everyone likes to brag about and the starting salaries, there's only so many jobs to go around. And when this happens, things are going to get really, really bad. And so we have to be there. And the trade deficit continues to be at record levels here as imports led up. The trade deficit fell to $68.9 billion in April after hitting a record the month before. But ladies and gentlemen, we all know the U.S. is importing more than it's exporting goods, okay? And China is the new superpower right now. And because of this, the shipping lanes will continue to be impacted from Long Beach, California, all the way over to Baltimore, Maryland, and down south into the ports of Tampa and Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Because the prices are just the demand for goods and services that Americans will just cannot stop consuming. I challenge my listeners to figure out one thing that they can cut out in their life for the next 3 to 6 months, not just during the Lent time that we had back in the springtime or whatever. I challenge you to cut out one area of your life, one thing that you can cut out, whether it's a Starbucks latte, whether it's a $5 candy bar, or whether maybe it's not food, maybe it's a TV program, maybe you can cut out Netflix for 3 months. And I challenge you to take that money and to begin to make little preparations here, whether it's in food, water, medicine, supplies, because when we are bound to go through another shortage. And the next shortage I believe that's coming that we have to prepare for is an energy shortage. And I mean blackouts and brownouts in certain areas. Maybe New York City, maybe in LA, maybe in Chicago, maybe in Detroit, maybe a Baltimore, DC, maybe in Miami. There's going to be brownouts. And as this summer we come into summer, there's going to be energy shortages or it could be fake hacks or real hacks. And there's going to be hacks to the grid. And that's what we have to prepare for next as we continue this economic collapse. Prices of automobiles surge. The new average price of a used car now is $26,000 for a used car. I'm talking about a car that's 6 years, 7 years old. So inflation is here to stay. Like I said, we're going to 11% by the end of the year. We're already at 5%, so we're going to effectively double this inflation rate. So please prepare accordingly, okay? And the U.S. is never going to make up the trade deficit, and we're going to continue to print money despite all of the meetings to the contrary. So be prepared, stay prepared, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back with more information. Thank you for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe, and God bless you all, and I'll talk to you very soon.